Hi there, welcome back. I'm Catherine, and welcome to a bit of my day where I usually turn on my camera and keep working at whatever spot I'm in whatever journal I'm working on. And I think I officially have 5 on the go right now, which is unusual for me. I usually, hold on, there we go. I usually start a journal, work through it, finish it, and move on from there. And instead, my mind, I'm having one of those moments where I've got all kinds of things going on my mind. So I have put the spine into my book that is inspired by Susie at Shabby Soul. If you're wondering, the video that I'm in love with, and I think I hope she gets credit for it. I hope she gets to buy lots of glue with it. I think I've watched it like 20 times. It just amazes me. Plus, I love the sound of her voice. You know, there's some people's channels, the tone of their voice, the way they speak. It's just soothing and calming, and I really enjoy just listening to her explain what she's done and why she does it. And she's very talented. She really knows how to do excellent grungy layering. Oh, it's just chef's kiss. Anyhow, so I have I think I initially was over, I made the spine too wide initially, and so I've brought it in a bit, and it doesn't hurt it at all. I think I also could have made my life a little easier if I had just simply glued the fabric to the end pages and then glued them all down. But live and learn, that's not what I did. But again, as ever, me worrying about whether this is going to be a tough little book or not, especially because these covers are, can you hear that? They're quite heavy. So I want it to be a tough little book. And it's going to be, it really will still be like a little mini tome. But I must admit, I am having fun. Now, I did do a little bit, I tried my best. I think it's something I really have to work on. Getting that eye for layering, for grungy layering. So this is my attempt at grungy layering. One time last fall, Nancy and Alice and we hit the Kirby book sale, and then we went down and we hit a couple of little antique places. And we always seem to do better in the second little one that I don't think people notice. And his prices are much better, and because he owns the store, he's willing to give and take a bit on the prices, whereas the big one that everyone goes to, they don't like playing around with the prices. What's on it is on it. And I understand both sides of it. Anyhow, all of us always seem to come away with more from the smaller store. Anyhow, I forget whether it was Nancy or Alice found all those wonderful photos from the 20s and the 30s, from that little town. Somebody's book that they didn't label who's who, and it ended up in somebody's hands who said, "Oh, why do I want pictures like that? I have pictures like that right now. You know, I have pictures of my aunts and uncles, and I can easily see how someday, if they ended up in my grandchildren's hands, they'd say, well, who are these people? You know, what am I supposed to do with this? So at least by having such a wonderful picture, I mean, look at that. If you look at it carefully, it looks like there's two moms. This one, I bet those two belong together. And the little girl, look at the hand on the hip. Both girls have bows in their hair, so that means part of me wonders if they're sisters and belong to one of these. You know, whether these are both moms or who knows. The story leaves you with quite a bit of mystery. And the swing, the little boy's sitting on it while one of the ladies is standing. But I just love the attitude over here, this one. Just the attitude, the hand on the hip. She's looking down as if it's, why does he get to sit on the swing? I wanted to sit on the swing, sort of thing. You can see a little bit of a frown in her face, and the hand on the hip. I hope that someday she became an awesome, whatever it is she became. I bet she was awesome at it if she kept that attitude. So I really like this. I want to glue it down. I love the sepia tones. These photos, fortunately, whoever collected the photos was writing approximate dates. Hold on. It seems to all be the same family. Oops. Oh, jeepers. I almost knocked over my thing. It's all these, and they're from the 20s and the 30s, and they're magnificent. So, it looks like that was from Brecon Beach, summer of 1931. Oh, isn't that something? 1931. Wow, so my dad would have been 6, my mom would have been 4. Anyhow, I liked how that turned out. I like that it's sepia toned. It needs a word snippet, but I want the word snippet to have a frame, so I'm going to go grab some paper. I knew I had it somewhere. I gotta come back a bit. There we go. I want dark brown, I think. Maybe not. No. Nope. Nope. That's not bad. Nope. I don't mind that pale green. I don't like that neon green. I don't like it at all. I don't think I would use it for anything. What about that green? No, doesn't go with those leaves, but this green does. Nope. I'm overthinking things. Alright, I'm going to pause, put this away, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I found a word snippet I like. I like this. It says, hopefully that's coming through. It says wonderfully good, and I like it. So I'm just going to trim this a tiny little bit. There we go. And I wish this was a little darker, and I'm going to see if I have a darker ink and some paper to work on. Well, I hope you're doing well, all of you. We're having one of those weird weather days where, yeah, that darkens it up. We've had some snow, it's been mild, we've had sun, now the sun is gone and it's overcast. It's just one of those days, and yet they say by the end of the week, back up to like 17. And one woman who is a maple syrup fanatic and lives up in maple syrup country, Ontario is in that belt of area of maple trees like Quebec and Vermont and such, that big maple syrup. And she's saying that this bizarre winter we had, that they're predicting a very poor maple syrup crop. So if you're like me and you I like maple syrup as a sweetener. I just do. I like the subtle flavor. I like a mild maple syrup. And for breakfast, I usually make a you know when you mix oats with yogurt and such, overnight oats, that's it. And I like overnight oats, and then in the morning I have a big glop of it, and blueberries and sometimes some strawberries if they look nice, and walnuts, and then I'll put a little drizzle, because I use sugar-free yogurt, high protein sugar-free yogurt, 0 fat, and I like to drizzle just a little bit of maple syrup on it. And that's my breakfast every single day. My liver likes it. It fills me up. They say that walnuts are good for your liver. So that's my go-to. Fortunately, unopened maple syrup keeps a long time, so I may go out and get myself some maple syrup and stash it away in the pantry, or as there's a little couple, a little German-British couple that I follow, and they call their pantry the larder. So I've been calling it the larder lately, and my husband will say, "What? What are you calling it that for?" Well, it's because of the little couple on YouTube. The larder. I like it. Alright, so let's put this here. There we go. So I got to fill up the larder with some maple syrup. I think I need, I got stuck here, glue. I need longer scissors. There. Ta-da! Put you back in there. Wonderfully good. I like it. So, and I like that this is all loose, so I'm just going to glue. I've already glued them. These are all glued together with 3-in-1. I've got stuff stuck to me. And here's the peeling nails from, as I bellyache frequently, I never know whether it's the medication I'm on or whether it's my liver. Whether the peeling nails is my liver or the liver meds. Whichever one it is, it makes my fingernails peel from the top down. Ugh. That's okay. I'm still here. So I'm going to, I like it a little bit crooked. I'm aiming a little bit off to, I'm not perfectly centering it between the brads because I intend to put some lace across here. Not too much, but a little bit. And I want to have enough room to glue some lace down. But I like that this is a little loose. I might put a little bit more under here. This is all an experiment for me. Haha. But it's fun. It's nice for a little change. We have had a lot of birthdays this week. It's pretty common in our family. You can't have 7 children. That means 7 extended, sons and daughters-in-law, and then 18 grandchildren, and our own brothers and sisters, and there's just birthdays coming out our ears, which is a blessing. We had 2 grandbabies. Oh yeah, I like that. Wonderfully good. 2 grandbabies' birthdays this weekend, so that maybe over a little bit. Thank goodness 3-in-1 lets you move a little. We'll move you over a little bit. There. She reminds me of my grandmother. I have a picture somewhere of my grandmother standing on a swing like that. Anyhow, yes. So we had one granddaughter. Oh my goodness. Please don't think I'm a horrible grandmother. I know all their names. And I know their order of age. I know, like, oldest to youngest. I know I can put them in the correct order. But don't ask me how old they are. I've lost track. I mean, I had one time where, and they weren't even twins, grandchildren born 36 hours apart. It's just, and that's the year we call them the triplets, because we had a year of that 3 arrived in 1 year. And we have another pair that arrived on the same day. You can't have 18 grandchildren and not have a shared birthday somewhere, and then we have a few that are like 2 days apart. Quite a few. Of course, the 36-hour apart ones. And then we have we have one that's like December 30th and one that's January 1st. Which reminds me of my aunt and my gran, because my dad's sister was born on December 30th, and my gran was born on December 31st. So New Year's Eve was always just a great big birthday party and New Year's Eve party. Gran loved that there was always a party every year on her birthday. New Year's Eve, party. Bring you down a little bit more. There. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm in love. I'm in love. There we go. You stay down. I think I might have to put a rock on this. Where'd my rocks go? I'm going to pause. I'm going to find some fabric. Here's some fabric. And I'm going to put a rock on this. And I'll be back. Okay, so rock and fabric worked. I took some time to get some paper going. It's going to be rough and ready. I plan on it being a real my brain. I'm having a brain fog. Just a quirky book with weird pages, and I'll toss in a few pretty pages just to be pretty as well. Okay, well, you know what? I kept you waiting for, I was going to say all that time. It was a long time for me. It wasn't for you. It was a few seconds. But I think we got a lot done. Look how pretty. They look great. And as I said, I plan on putting, I don't know yet what kind of lace, just a little bit across there to again just make it a little unusual. All right, I didn't do 30 minutes today. We're at what, 23? I think that's going to be it. I pooped. Or as the word of the day yesterday was, I'm quanked. Overcome by fatigue. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go and put my feet up and maybe catch up on some of your videos. If you make videos on YouTube, I'm going to go catch up and see what I've been missing out on. And in the meantime, it was wonderfully good that you joined me today. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.